as the more the merrier. So looks like we're all set up now, though. So back to Geis.
All right. Thank you for bearing with us, everybody. We'll now move on to our next semifinal match between Miaoo and the Good Jake Ward. Runners, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Alrighty. We'll go ahead and count you in 3, 2, 1, go. Of course, Miaoo, having conquered our play-in round to earn his spot in the semifinals, now facing against our number 1 seed, the Good Jake Ward. Jake's put a heck of a lot of time into learning this over the past 3 weeks, and if you've watched either of the past 2 races, you're going to see some different routing here. So with that time, effort, and now a degree of experience, Jake's been able to route in some harder elements to the run. First is this clip into a secret area, the cop secret, using our trusty coconut to, break some geometry again. And running into the secret area, which actually is a pretty quick shine to do. There are some. This is hard to do fast too. There's an element of this. You see Jake trying to do slides, taking a death because these platforms are tough to navigate, and you get a little antsy with it. You can do a hover slide. As with the regular spray nozzle, you spray, you slide on it, you accelerate up to a pretty high top speed, and move through that way. With the hover nozzle, if you hover briefly and then dive while you're falling, you start a slide that is instantly at top speed. And so it's very quick, and gives you enough speed to maintain that through those platforms, or because you can do it in such a small area. But it is a hard button combo to do, especially while you're trying to move and navigate these narrow platforms.
Oh, he barely grabbed it.
Yeah, I did.
But he got it. Very tricky jumps, having to not only use the squirt nozzle to get the fast slides, but then also being able to time each hover jump and being able to put all that together, including the last spin jump, and making it to the platform makes for such a tough shine to get, but without the turbo nozzle. But yeah, he did pretty good. Second try, if I'm not mistaken.
And not to leave them out of the conversation, Miaoo with a really clean underbell shine, getting the coconut clip first try. So Jake continuing his route divergence. So with that placement at the start, where he respawns back into Delfino Plaza, because he hasn't actually completed any of the story elements, he'll continue to spawn back in that location. And with this routing, we still get a lot of those quick shines, the one on the beach, which you saw him just get, the beach pipe secret. There's a few shines out towards Gelato that are quicker to get now, because with this route, he won't return to Gelato. So we did the Gelato secret shine and the Gelato hidden shine. He won't return to get those. And so he'll be routing those blue coins elsewhere, and of course getting these shines now because he's spawning very close to this location.
Yeah, I was setting up pretty close to the polluted piranha plant, but it's good enough because still being able to take some quick, easy shots at it and being able to kill it relatively quick. So we'll see.
Yeah, Miaoo with actually some very clean and quick movement through these first couple shines.
I was just about to say, very good first little bit here. That was very good. Yonko won.
The Jake will now proceed to finally progress the story and take care of this polluted piranha in the middle of Delfino Plaza.
It's awesome to see how different routes will take you through this, because like how Jake did all those shines and then didn't go and won't go for gelato. Just now, about 5 minutes into the run, just now doing the Pianta statue, polluted piranha plant, and then gonna do the Shadow Mario stuff after.
So Miaoo standing back to take care of this polluted piranha. Enrico going to reposition to be within range of the blue coin spot. Finish off the piranha and hopefully time the generation of that blue coin just before the cutscene.
I like this strategy. I had never practiced it, so that's why I didn't do this in my run. But yeah, that will save a good bit of time, because if I'm not mistaken, you won't have to watch the, yeah, you'll only see the end of the blue coin cutscene. Oh
No! Sorry,
Oh
God.
no.
Oh, that was so close. I mean, right in front of you. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
That's the unfortunate part, is that doing that and timing it well still makes it a very tight grab. We see Jake now setting up for coconut clip into the underbell shine, taking his sweet time to set that up.
Perfect.
But pays off. And the hardest part of course, this clip is then collecting the shine, as we just saw from our very experienced runner. And aside from the miss on the blue coin, the movement through the rest to get up to Chuckster and grab those last couple blue coins, pretty good.
Really good.
Heading off to the left again, gonna grab, clean off the bell on the left and grab the shine, demonstrating yet another movement technique for us to get up top.
Good job making it up to the top of that tower.
Yeah, that was done pretty quickly.
Clean movement.
Then we'll get a quick bell clean. We're a little on the close side. Shift into spams.
I don't know why it takes me forever to get that.
That bell is tricky because there was one time where I think sometimes you have to be at a slight distance, because if you're so close to the bell, sometimes it just doesn't seem like the water properly cleans it. And the reason why I think that is because sometimes when I spray like the M's on walls or like the X's near Rico and on the Pianta statue, if I'm too close to it, it seems like it takes longer to clean, because I guess some of the water just doesn't interact with the hitbox for those properly if you're too close. That's my theory. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but in my experience, that seems to be the case.
Jake unfortunately looks to be dealing with just a little bit of artificial slowdown here in the emulator.
I really hope that's not on his end. I'd hate that, because it does seem like it's been a little choppy lately.
So now we'll get to see another divergence in the routes. You know, Jake was moving through some couple pieces there, Underbell, Bianco, that we've seen already. Here he's going to get a shine that is very much out of sequence through a very interesting clip. Let this play out here.
Didn't get it first try.
Nope, so not exactly as intended, and that is a very hard series of movements that need to happen for that to line up right. Intended, in the vanilla game, you're intended to clean off the Shine Gate, and then either, I think it's with Yoshi or with the rocket nozzle, which you don't get until you've achieved a certain number of shines much later, blast up to that shine and grab it. However, as we've demonstrated on a couple occasions already, it is very easy to clip through geometry in this game. It almost doesn't even need any help to allow you to do that. So he's setting up with angles and position in the box game hut. At the transition there, there is some geometry and the threshold that with a ground pound where he's got enough downward momentum that he then transitions into that slide for will displace him below Delfino Plaza, below the floor. And then there's this just absolutely bonkers way that the game handles kind of the wraparound for that. It's almost like a zip if you've watched any like classic Mega Man speedruns. But he ends up below, almost kind of underflowing the buffer, and positioning and object placement, you know, in this kind of parallel dimension version of Delfino Plaza. Ideally, there's a floor here that would kill you if you failed the clip. And that doesn't seem to have happened. So he's in this, stuck in this version of Delfino Plaza that can't do much with. So he's reloaded his memory card. He's going to force a save and probably reload.
Yeah, the Shine Gate skip, or whatever you want to call it, is such a difficult trick because not only do you have to enter the box area and clip out of bounds, but when you walk into the box area, you actually teleport high above the rest of Delfino Plaza. And that's why once you're able to get the clip in, you're able to, if you time it correctly and get all the movement down right, you'll be hovering above the Shine Gate that hasn't loaded back in because of how it unloaded when you warp to the box game area. And then you dive straight, after you hover for a bit, you dive straight down onto the star, or the Shine Sprite, and you pick it up. But it's just such a hard sequence of events and movements to be able to get it just anytime.
Yeah, and if you do miss the hover, there's a couple things you can do to try to salvage it. One is because you're at that location in the map, you're right above the entrance to Pianta Village. So even though most of the like visible models aren't loaded, you can see the entrance portal, the goo inside the pipe for the entry for Pianta Village, and you can still jump into that. And that will then load Pianta Village as normal. So that's a pretty solid backup to do if you could manage to land on top of the Shine Gate. Jake, we've only got your settings menu at this stage.
I was just about to say, whenever you do that, you'll have to switch back OBS or whatever back to the emulator window.
Meanwhile, Miaoo making pretty quick work of Il Piantissimo. opting to go for the easier 2 blue coin routing, making it to the platform with ample time. And we do have Jake's capture back, so I think we've figured out how to grab our reset here.
There we go. Now I gotta put the memory card back in and do all that process again. Yeah, here comes Pianta 3. This one is always a tricky shine, no matter which strategy you go for, whether it's quickly getting to the middle through all the lava or if you use the tree strategy.
Is Jake brave enough to once again attempt Shine Gate? He is.
He is. I like it. Good job so far by Miaoo, getting on the railing and being able to real quickly and then quickly get into the tree, and now on the second leaf already. About to do the jump over to the platform and all the platforms with the gold mushroom.
Yeah, with this, we've talked a lot about some of what Jake's doing, but Miaoo coming into this race with a much slower PB. We're talking 5 minutes difference, 6 minutes difference between these two runners, but just laying down really good execution on, a safer route. So yeah, while the route itself may be a little bit slower, Miaoo's running this and running it well, and it looks like it's paying off.
Jake did get the Shine Gate skip and is now ready for Pianta early.
So Jake chooses to do the triple jump here, falling
Barely
off the
missed
Shine
the
Gate.
edge of it.
Seems like the story of this run is falling off the Shine Gate.
More ways than one, too.
Yeah, grabbing a blue coin, heading over to box game 1. No, but there absolutely is, to a degree, sort of a meta with these races in this learning period, because we're trying to learn so much in a 3-week period. It doesn't necessarily give you enough time to get something consistent, especially something that is, very sensitive to setup, as Shine Gate Clip is. Jake's going to demonstrate... Sorry, I got my shines mixed up. We're still only in Piana 1. I think we were about to see the lava cross. Now just barely getting enough height to clear the platform over to box 2.
Really close on that. Good spin, jump onto the second tower of boxes. Good wall kick off to get back up on the third tower.
And somehow I don't think the wall kick was intentional, but it was very well placed and worked out perfectly.
It was intentional. I didn't think it would work.
Still recovered and had a good box too.
Put them up to 11 shines. Jake cleaning up Piano 1 now. On to grab some blue coins in the 8th shine. With this particular route, the blue coins tend to come much later. So there's a lot that is then, because we're not going to Gelato, that is routed into Rico. Rico is just chock full of very quick blue coin. Jake, of course, will grab the third coin in Piana 2 against Il Piantissimo.
I really like that strategy for the Gelato Secret Shine. Once you spray the Shine Sprite decal on the wall, just doing a side somersault off the wall kicking off, and then hovering around and grabbing the ledge, just making a quick run up to the top. Really like that strategy.
I stole it from Jake.
Jake quickly getting the second coin, Piana 2. Should be able to clear to the top of the tree and grab the third coin well before Piantissimo's up there. Bonk won't even slow him down.
Ended up bonking at the top of the tree and actually making it a lot closer of a race with Il Piantissimo.
Yeah, the real kind of deciding factor there is trying to talk to that Piana before Piantissimo is up there. If you trigger that text dialogue, the shine spawns immediately once Piantissimo gets up there, and you don't have to talk to him. So it saves the text box dialogue and then the having to run through that. Yeah, I'm struggling with some sand blocks.
This can be such a tricky set of jumps to make. No matter what kind of jump you make, it's just because there's just the geometry of this is so difficult to be able to get, and then not to mention a lot of the times if your jump just for some reason just isn't high enough for whatever reason, you just absolutely will not grab onto these blocks. Like, I mean, it's some precise amount of jumps and movement together that really makes that actually Gelato 1-star really fun, but really difficult.
Yeah, those blocks are actively trying to make you fall off of them. And you're also having to manage your camera at the same time, because you're doubling back into a space where if you leave your camera as is, you won't be able to see where you need to go. So you're having to juggle both sticks and your jumps and inputs and making sure that your momentum is right and trying to stay on blocks that do not want you to stay on them.
Jake with such beautiful, honestly, great movement through the Pianta 3 shine. Made it up to the mushroom really quickly, and then got the blue coin out of the moon and talking to the mayor and got the shine.
Yeah, demonstrating some really nice deboosts with the to cross that lava. So we mentioned earlier, once you contact the lava, if you do that normally, you basically lose control of Mario. He's gonna bounce in whatever direction he's gonna bounce until he runs out of health, and then he dies. Unless you get lucky and you land somewhere. But with that, if you take a hit from one of those gusts, it'll knock you into a kind of invincibility state that'll give you just enough time to cross the lava over to the fences that are middle of that space. And they're just close enough that you can then platform across with some tight platforming and really clever ledge grabs, and save some time. Jake with the rare triple box break.
Really good box one.
Yep. Miaoo starting their blue coin heist in Rico 1.
Good movement up for the first 2 blue coins of Rico 1 for Miaoo.
Fell off the ramp going up the boat though. Miaoo choosing to exit
walk
through
the tightrope again.
the panel as opposed to just side flipping out of the ship. But it may help to set up that the ledge stand there more consistently too. So pros and cons. Ooh, starting the triple too early. Not getting enough distance to be able to wall kick to get the height.
Good back up though. Jake now climbing up the tower to be able to hover over to the left bale.
This guy's got, what, 11 shines and hasn't even opened Rico yet. Quick bell clean. Ooh. Miaoo just a little late on grabbing Gooper Blooper's nose. The idea here is that if you spray and run at Gooper Blooper just as Miaoo did there, it's gonna do... Gooper Blooper will do the further out slam, which delays him pulling his tentacles back. Meanwhile, you can just be running at his face, spraying, and really by the time you get to his face, his nose is clean, you can grab it. And if you grab the nose before he raises his tentacles back to pull them back, he won't retaliate as you saw him do in the first phase. And you can do that for both phases. And that's how you get the quick kills on Gooper Blooper.
Good Gooper Blooper pot.
If you're not fast enough at grabbing the nose before the tentacles are raised, Gooper Blooper will retaliate, and it makes it a much harder fight.
It is a fight that you really need proper timing for. But if you just take your time at the beginning of each phase when his face is still dirty from all the goop, and be able to walk up there with a walk-in spray, and then usually his face should be clean, and then he'll start attacking you. Right at the same time, you're able to start grabbing his mouth and being able to pull it back.
Jake now starting his run at Rico. So we saw this much earlier in the route for Miaoo, but it's basically the same sequence. Spray the Bianca statue X, head over to grab the blue coin, open Rico, time the sequence of events so that you're killing the polluted piranha while you're taking care of the X on the other side, and then up to Chuckster. Grabbing blue coins along the way.
Oh, Miaoo trying to cut the corner to do the race skip, the blooper race skip, but barely hit the wall.
Or no, Jake did Chuckster already, so this is probably going to go straight into Rico. Yeah, that's why I bailed earlier on the... Oof. Not getting good jumps.
I'm failing at this so bad.
Yeah,
Does this take lives?
it does.
It does take lives.
So you may just want to play it safe. Yeah, that's why I bailed earlier.
Oh,
Oh,
well. Okay.
I have no lives left. This suddenly got a lot more tense.
that was so close hitting that box,
Yeah.
sliding back and forth in the water. Oh my god.
Blooper Race has never had such high stakes.
Good jump. Good second jump.
Oh, almost
Okay,
too
should be
early.
a shot. Very close. Still good.
Alright.
Jake picking up.
My heart.
some back
Yeah.
up, please.
I can
I
hear
know,
your heart
no
beating.
kidding. That was extremely close.
Jake demonstrating some of the new blue coin routing in Rico 1. So up on the scaffolding, on the wall here, gonna grab this box on the back wall.
Little goomy enemy sniped him. It went flying out of nowhere and still hit him
Yeah.
when he was trying to make his way over there.
Just got yeeted at.
I like the hover strategy of getting that blue coin there on the ship. And Miaoo starting the last shine that you pick up normally without using blue coins. Really good time so far too. Oh, jump, it started hovering just too early, but still was able to get back on the crane.
Thank God.
Good job.
Yeah, you made it this time.
Looks like a PB incoming.
Yeah, this low 34, maybe a 33? Just barely?
$33.
Nice.
You got it.
GG.
Oh.
Yep, it was about a 33.55. I was looking and timing it up with when you pressed yes to get the shines there after you redeemed the blue coins.
GG, dude.
GG.
Frick. My game was running at about 75% speed the entire time.
That
So-
was your end?
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's unfortunate.
I
No.
was wondering.
So
I
yeah,
was
so like
wondering if
Shine Gate
stream-
clip is not that hard, but the problem is it's very precise timing, and so when there's lag, like you can't.
Your muscle memory's
I just couldn't do it.
unreliable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it something you can
that's
fix or?
So during the run, I was trying to close like everything I had open besides. The only thing I could think that it would be is maybe the Discord call. I don't know.
Because
But
I know
I mean-
you've streamed before when doing it. So it
I
shouldn't be
know
OBS.
that's the weird thing is when I stream, it's fine, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
use
that's
Streamlabs
so
though. Is
weird.
Streamlabs
Let me
lighter than
hop in
OBS?
here.
I
No.
would say OBS
Standard
would be lighter than Streamlabs.
What
Yeah.
I would say is, if everyone has time, I'd say we redo that one let's have Jake restart his computer, close out of Discord, everything, and just have the game in OBS up. Because that was a dirty win. That didn't feel good.
I mean, I
think we
guess,
were
but
happy about it.
yeah, I would just feel, I would feel bad though. Like, Miaoo, you beat me fair and square. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd be happy to do the race again.
I do a rematch, try to see if we can get your computer up and going. Cause like your race earlier was fine.
I didn't have a race
Oh, you didn't have
earlier.
one?
No,
but
it was Seiko and Miaoo.
Yeah.